Max had started working there just 2 days ago, so he took the opportunity to befriend Sam. Sam told him that he had been working there for the past 10 years and had managed to save a good amount of money. Just then, their office boss came over and told them to focus on their work. A little while later, it was lunch break. Sam was sitting with Max, eating his meal. Max wanted to know more about Sam's personal life and asked about his family. Sam explained that he had never been married and lived alone. Surprised, Max asked if he at least had a girlfriend. When Sam replied no, Max was shocked. Seeing surprise, Sam explained that he had never liked any girl so far. However, these days he was trying to find one for himself. Max pointed out several women working in the office, suggesting them to Sam, but Sam wasn't interested in any of them. He still hoped that he would eventually find a beautiful girl. Later that day, Sam was at home searching online for a girl using the internet. But despite multiple attempts, no woman was willing to be friends with him. The main reason was that Sam was over 6 years old, and younger women tended to avoid him. A few days later, Max asked Sam if he had managed to find a girl. When Sam again said no, Max asked bluntly, "Then how do you release your desires?" Sam told him that he hadn't done anything past 4 years, nor had he used his own hand for release. Max, astonished by this, Max advised Sam that he should take care of such needs, otherwise his equipment might lose its vitality. He even suggested that Sam visit women provided such services in exchange for money, but Sam didn't take this advice serious. Instead, he went back home and once again started searching the internet for a girl. Despite his persistence, his efforts continued to fail. Sam's age, his lack of past relationship, and perhaps his reserved nature made it difficult for him to find a partner. Still, he held on to the hope that somewhere, someday, he would meet a beautiful woman who would accept him. This time too, when no woman agreed to be friends with, Sam took his car and drove off. He hoped to meet someone he could connect with and have a meaningful relationship. After some time, he noticed a woman named Nina. She seemed interesting and approachable, so he offered her a ride and began looking for a quiet place to talk. Sam didn't want to rush anything and only wanted to get to know her better. They stopped at a calm, secluded spot, and Sam tried to start a conversation. However, he felt awkward because he hadn't been in a relationship for many years. Nina tried to engage with him, but he struggled to express himself comfortably. Frustrated, Nina suggested they communicate more openly, and Sam agreed. After some discussion, they decided to focus on building trust and understanding. The next day, Sam shared his experience with his friend Max. He explained that he had tried to connect with someone but hadn't been successful. Max reassured him that it was natural, especially after being out of touch with relationships for so long. Max advised Sam to find someone who could inspire genuine feelings just by being around them. Sam took Max's advice to heart and began looking for someone special that night. After several unsuccessful attempts, he ended up at a cafe. Stepping outside, he noticed Nina again, and something about her caught his attention immediately. Sam felt drawn to her and approached her carefully, wanting to learn more about her personality and interest. Nina welcomed him warmly and invited him to have a conversation. Sam explained his situation, sharing that he wanted to build a real connection and find someone who truly understood him. Nina listened thoughtfully and appreciated his honesty. They began talking about their lives, dreams, and challenges. Through their conversation, they slowly started to build a connection based on mutual understanding and respect. Over the next few days, Sam and Nina spent more time together. They went for walks, talked about their past experiences, and shared their hopes for the future. Sam also supported, learning about her struggles and showing genuine care. As they grew closer, their bond strengthened not through superficial attraction, but through trust, empathy, and companionship. Hearing Sam's proposal, Nina was surprised. She thought for a moment and then agreed to go with. Soon, Sam took her to a cafe. Curious, Nina asked how he could benefit her. Sam explained that he liked her and wanted her to act as his girlfriend in exchange for money. Nina told him that he could pay her and be intimate with her right away. But Sam revealed his truth. He hadn't done anything for many years, which had left him unable to perform. He suggested that if she acted as girlfriend twice a week, it might help him recover, and then they could enjoy intimacy in the future. Nina agreed to be his pretend girlfriend. They then discussed payment details. Afterward, they went for a walk together, sharing stories about their lives. Nina revealed that her father was an addict who had forced her into prostitution. Learning this, Sam felt deep sympathy and sadness for her situation. The next morning, Sam lied to Max, saying that he had met a girl online and she had agreed to be friends with him. Max congratulated him and encouraged him to have fun quickly. That night, Sam brought Nina to his home. This house had belonged to his parents, but after their death, it became his. Nina came there as Sam's pretend girlfriend, and in return, Sam would pay her. They spent time talking and watching TV together. From then on, Sam began spending 2 days a week with Nina, enjoying her company, while she earned a generous amount of money from him. Nina pretended to be Sam's girlfriend, and the two of them spent a lot of time together. And, to outsiders, it seemed as if they truly cared for each other, but the reality was known only to them. Sam enjoyed her company immensely, and over a few months, his life began to change. His happiness and newfound confidence even became noticeable at work. Max was surprised at Sam's transformation and asked him how he had changed so much. Sam lied and said it was all because of his new girlfriend. One evening, while Nina was at Sam's home, they spent time talking and enjoying each other's company. Sam, however, still struggled with personal insecurities and needed time to adjust. Nina understood and gave him space. They ended the night quietly and went to sleep. The next day, Sam requested some days off from his boss. He wanted to spend them with Nina, planning trips and enjoying a little adventure outside of the routine. However, his boss refused, explaining that work was too busy. Frustrated and feeling helpless, Sam abruptly announced that he was quitting his job. This surprised everyone, as it was the first time Sam had expressed such anger so openly. Later that evening, Sam explained the situation to Nina. He told her that without his job, he could no longer provide for her or maintain their arrangement, and that they might not meet again. To his surprise, Nina reassured him. She confessed that she had grown to care for him deeply, frowned, and wanted to stay by his side, regardless of the circumstances. Sam was overjoyed. They continued to spend time together, enjoying each other's company and building their friendship. They shared walks, conversations, and small adventures, strengthening their bond. Sam's happiness grew with every passing day, and he felt a sense of fulfillment that he had never experienced before. One night, while Nina was preparing to freshen up, Sam tidied the room, waiting for her to join him. When she didn't return promptly, he became worried. After searching for her, he realized she had fainted due to exhaustion and overwork. Panicked, Sam helped her recover, and Nina reassured him that she was fine. This incident made Sam realize the fragility of life and the importance of caring for those you love. Afterward, Sam and Nina continued to build a meaningful connection based on trust, understanding, and mutual respect. Sam stayed at home, focusing on nurturing their bond, while Nina gradually opened up about her past struggles. Sam supported her, and their relationship blossomed into a genuine partnership. As time passed, neighbors noticed changes in Sam's behavior and asked questions about unusual smells and sounds coming from his house. Sam explained the situation simply, blaming minor household issues. Through patience and care, he maintained his home and continued to support Nina, helping her overcome her personal challenge. In the end, Sam's life had transformed. He had found companionship, trust, and emotional fulfillment. The story concludes with the message that love, understanding, and support can bring happiness even after years of struggle and loneliness.